Marty, tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a 34-year-old Chilean. I have lived all my life until 28 years back in South America, where I have always been driven to um, have new experiences and expose myself to different situations. Um, since a very early stage, I always dreamed about living somewhere else, having friends from overseas, from different nationalities, and most of all, just seeing different parts of the world. And by the time I started growing up and becoming responsible of my own things, I realized that was something that it was quite possible. And within a few years of experience working in what I've done as my profession back home, I realized that I no longer wanted to having that traditional life of just like earn money to spend more money or get a higher position to then start getting into that wheel. So yeah, I have found in traveling a way of discover myself, which I'm really happy of, because now here in Australia it's been probably one of the most fulfilling experiences that I've done related with that.
So how did you come to find Neil?
I have found Neil through a friend, which after having a few experiences related with spiritual and mindfulness habits, she encouraged me to reach him, thinking on improving how things were in my life, how to achieve some of the dreams that I had at that time, because I always like to try something different, and maybe also because I did try most of the traditional ways to just achieve like a better version of myself. I felt that it would definitely help. So yeah, just through someone else's experience, I've been able to reach Neil.
Okay. And after your first initial session with Neil, what made you decide to do a program with Neil?
I think that for me, there's been something hard to achieve, which is consistency. Um, Often, whenever I do normal stuff like going to the gym or trying to get a new skill, I often tend to just deviate from that whenever I don't feel any results or that's been making any changes. And with Neil in particular, I somehow my inner self wanted to trust in the progress, because yes, it's the same that with the other things that I mentioned. It's not that you're going to feel a massive change from one session to another, but along the way, I did felt that that improvement was being able to be at least felt for me. And in this kind of situations, I feel that it's hard to quantificate how much you can improve, as in numbers. But for me, it was enough to just continue having sessions with Neil and starting obviously the 12 session program, because I did feel better. I started feeling better. I started feeling that I become that magnet that I was aiming for the things that I wanted, and yes, and I did felt that need of trying to get more, and for me that was enough for just keep on doing it.
And so, what areas of your life have you seen changes after doing a program?
I would say related with that, some of the area that has been improved the most have been my clarity. I think a really normal thing that's happening nowadays, at least with my circle of people what I talk with, is that it's not that easy enough to just see what you're aiming for or where are you going to, as in a goal in life, in different aspects, and that clarity that I have been given through these sessions have helped me to start aiming better where I want to go, taking responsibility and action for those things, leaving some stuff away which I was giving a lot of time to, as in social circles and other things that were like pushing me away from where I wanted to. So yeah, if you ask me about one thing, I would definitely will mention clarity.
And is there other areas in your life that you've seen shifts?
Yes, I have been getting better relationships with my peers. That's something that I've always been quite good with the social aspects of life, and because I now have been more diving into myself, I haven't been that exposed to that. But whenever I have had that chance to, socialize with other peoples, I have realized that I've been becoming more like an enlightened person, and they get engaged quite easy in whenever we talk about these kind of topics of what I have been feeling with the sessions too, which has been quite like eye-opening, I would say, because I feel that there's a lot of people searching for this kind of helps, but they don't know where to go and how to do it. So yeah, I feel that doing different things definitely help.
Have you worked with other people before in this area?
Not in this area. In my younger days, I used to go to quite a few psychologists and psychiatrists, being medicated and stuff for HDAT, and with not good results, because I was really didn't wanted to have that in my life. I never wanted to open to them, as in like them helping me with what they were trying to do, which I did, maybe because I'm older too, but I did have had that with Neil, where I have found myself saying things of my life that I never ever thought. I have tried meditation and some other things with facilitators, but never a session like what I have had with Neil. Never yet.
And what do you think makes the difference between these psychologists, psychiatrists, and what Neil does?
Neil work with you, not with whatever the book says about people, because we are all different. And I felt that a lot when I was in these psychologist and psychiatrist sessions, where they were like putting me in a box, as in a behavior that they found in my life. And when I have come with Neil started working with me as I am, as an individual, not as someone that classifies with certain personality in a specific like area of psychology. And that also helped me a lot to embrace who I am and start loving me too, and realize about things that I have been thinking of, but not maybe deep enough. So yeah, I've been able to realize that I am someone who doesn't need attention from anyone, which I have always seek before these sessions, and many other things that have opened my mind about that I am self-worth and I don't need anything else than me to solve these things. When with these other people, these other professionals, maybe a pill will solve whatever I had before, and I think that's not the way. Definitely, if we have become what we are from 2 cells, we definitely have the answer out inside of us. We don't need to be searching it for any medication.
And what would you just say to someone who is considering booking a session but is undecided?
I definitely 100% will recommend have a session with Neil. I think life is about experiences, and you need to try different ways to solve whatever you're after in your life if you haven't found it in the traditional ways. It's a good space for you to open to a spiritual life too, which is how we were meant to be from the very early stage anyway. And I will I would love to put in words better what it's been my experience, but I would strongly recommend to do it and to just let go to some of your ideas and structures you may have in your head, because unlearning is actually quite a good skill to start becoming that better version that you're after.
And having doing Neil's Infinite You course, how did you find that?
Probably one of the most life-changing personal experiences that I have found. It's been a journey, 100%. There's been days where I felt weird or felt that was something stuck. But yeah, personally, I have found so much improvement from my clarity, from how I approach life, and mainly, being able to now see how the things that I want for my life started coming to me, other than me chasing them. It's been probably the most incredible thing that I have found with Neil sessions.
And doing the Infinite You course, what was your most memorable moment?
I think it was actually not that long ago when I have found spending my birthday not having the attention that I was used to have, and being able to understand that I no longer need that attention, that I just need me, and that I have become my very best